we'll start with that and then get to Hillary.
Yeah, so it's that's the first thing, and then we go, and then the other elements to it.
This is the key to television. Am I showing you too much information here by putting on my jeans?
It's going to be a huge hit in Israel, the strap.
Great.
Everyone will buy one.
This is going to go viral.
2, 1.
Tuesday, May 31st, 2022, and let this soak in for a moment. Liberal far-left politicians think they know best when it comes to your right to own guns.
תכירו את שיאן העולם במספר הרעיונות עם דונלד טראמפ בשנים האחרונות.
Mr. President, great to see you. Thank you.
העיתונאי דיוויד ברודי.
President Trump, great to see you again, sir.
Thank you very much. This is such a nice question.
The Biden administration and liberals in power have proved time and time again they really have a knack for lying.
David, we're going from one studio of yours to the other one.
That's right, 5 minutes away, real quick. It never stops.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm going to talk more about Trump.
Wow.
And Biden, and Biden.
Remind me, who is Trump?
Oh. Do you have hours?
Is Donald Trump a Christian?
Well, I'm going to answer that question, but let me start with this.
הוא חובש כובע כפול, הפרשן הפוליטי הבכיר של רשת CBN, ערוץ הטלוויזיה הנוצרי אוונגליסטי.
David, do you think that terminology will break through to voters as we look to the November midterms?
Jenna, I can't see it.
ובעל תוכנית אירוח בערוץ טלוויזיה שהוקם רק כדי להדהד את הטראמפיזם ולסגוד לדונלד טראמפ.
So, folks, in a shocking turn of events, Biden got it wrong yet again. I mean, what about the Easter Bunny? Is someone caring about the Easter Bunny? I mean, who's giving the Easter Bunny advice? Because Biden is taking his advice from the Easter Bunny. Anyhow, I'm sorry to get you sidetracked.
ברודי הוא רק אחד מרשת ענפה של מגישים וערוצי טלוויזיה שעמלים על עיצוב התודעה בארצות הברית ויוצרים מציאות הפוכה לחלוטין מזו שמוצגת במה שטראמפ קורא לו פייק ניוז.
So much of those claims that voter fraud never happens. Of course it happens.
Trump won the election. He'll win the recount. He'll win in court.
Right now, Joe Biden is pretending to be the president-elect.
Newsmax and OAN, they're my favorites.
Big media corporations, Fox News, CNN, ABC, those are definitely fake.
ברודי מנסה להסביר לנו את מה שלדעתו אנחנו והתקשורת האמריקנית הממוסדת לא מבינים.
Donald Trump pro-life? Donald Trump for traditional marriage? Donald Trump for all of the conservative values? Everybody laughs.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The media thinks that, like, oh, it's Trump, the big 1970s playboy, the party guy, you know, all the women on the side and all that. Hold on. That was Donald Trump in his 30s and 40s, okay, maybe 50s. But here's the point.
Yeah.
That's not who he is today. He's the grandfather, that's the cranky uncle at the party. He just wants to make things right, and so he's just going around speaking the way he is, and the media has never really understood that. They never get it.
תוך כדי הביקור אנחנו זוכים בהצצה נדירה לאופן שבו התקשורת הטראמפיסטית פועלת.
I'm Gil. Nice to meet you. Israeli television.
ראשית העובדות.
We have breaking news here in Washington. Former Hillary Clinton campaign attorney Michael Sussman
just found not guilty.
לכאורה המצב פשוט. תובע שטראמפ מינה כדי שיצדיק את טענותיו כנגד הילרי קלינטון, הגיש כתב אישום נגד עורך הדין של קלינטון. חבר מושבעים ניטרלי זיקה את עורך הדין. לנו היה נדמה שזהו הפסד לטראמפ, אבל כאן זה בדיוק ההפך.
It goes to continue to show that there are two tiers of justice system in the United States. When you're a Hillary Clinton supporter, you get to lie to the FBI with impunity.
I mean, it kind of says all along what you guys have been talking about the deep state.
שימו לב למונח שברודי משתמש בו, Deep State. הוא מתכוון לשלטון הפקידים והאליטות הישנות שמנהלים את המדינה במחשכים.
Makes the Trump narrative even more, not necessarily impressive, but more legitimate, if you will.
חזרנו לקפיטול.
Trying to breach and get to the Capitol.
We have a breach of the Capitol! Breach of the Capitol! We are trying to help you to protect now.
הפצע הפתוח עדיין מדמם.
We need to hold the doors of the Capitol. We lost the line. We lost the line. All of you need to come back to protect ASAP.
הייתי כאן ב-6 בינואר 2021. על המדשאה הזו ראיתי אלפי אוהדי טראמפ משולבים שהגיעו לכאן בהוראתו של הנשיא מעצרת הבחירות שלו על מדשאות הבית הלבן. כאן, לא הרחק מהמקום שבו אני עומד על המדשאה הזו, גם הקימו עמוד תלייה מאולתר. אולי לסגן הנשיא מייק פנס שהסתתר בפנים, אולי ליושבת ראש בית הנבחרים ננסי פלוסי, ואולי סתם כדי להעביר מסר.
January 6th was the culmination of an attempted coup to overthrow the government.
בימים אלה מתקיימים כאן השימועים המטלטלים של ועדת החקירה לאירועי 6 בינואר.
I told him that the claims of fraud were bullshit. I thought, boy, if he really believes this stuff, he has lost contact he's become detached from reality.
And aware of the rioters' chance to hang Mike Pence, the president responded with this sentiment, quote, "Maybe our supporters have the right idea. Mike Pence, quote, deserves it."
הם מפנים את האצבע המאשימה לאדם אחד, דונלד טראמפ.
President Trump summoned the mob, assembled the mob, and lit the flame of this attack.
We're trying to make our way through all this.
Storm the building?
Didn't storm the building. There's no storming or anything. That's our house.
Move from my camera.
No,
Thank you.
Don't touch me.
הייתי שם באותו יום. באותן דקות, ממש לפני שעליתי לשידור, צילמתי את החומרים האלה שעכשיו אנחנו מראים אותם לראשונה.
No one was doing anything. We were just saying Trump, we want a fair election, and the Capitol Police were throwing tear gas.
A 20-something-year-old female was with the wrong crowd at the wrong time, and they were breaking into the Capitol building.
מי שכונתה אישה תמימה היא זו שניסתה לפרוץ ללשכתה של יושבת ראש בית הנבחרים.
Just the day before, Babbitt had tweeted in part, "Nothing will stop us. The storm is here."
This is getting out of control, and you guys are lying. The Capitol Police shot her in the neck. You were standing on her blood trail out to where they took her.
כל האזור הזה נראה כרגע לא כבית המחוקקים האמריקני, כמעוז הדמוקרטיה, אלא כסוג של איזושהי הפיכה.
We paid for this building. We're the taxpayers. And we're here fighting for our freedoms that we feel are being taken from us.
זה היה אז, וכך נשמעים באי העצרת ההיא היום.
The insurrection.
There was not an insurrection. Could have been the radical left posing as Trump supporters. We still don't know.
We walked peacefully down to the Capitol, and that was all staged.
Donald Trump specifically said we are going to go down to the Capitol peacefully.
January 6th.
Oh, I don't even know where to begin with that. First of all, what happened on January 6th was downright horrible, right? It should never have happened. But the media will tell you that on that day, that every Trump supporter entered the Capitol. Their stories will reflect the fact that if you support Trump, then you supported what happened on January 6th. That's my point. And that's not true. In other words, now, did they enter the Capitol?
No.
Why are you laughing?
I was there on January 6th.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
And I saw the hundreds that were inside, and I saw the people that weren't inside.
מה שמצית גם ויכוח בינינו לגבי מה ראוי לשידור, כשאני חולק איתו את רשמי עצרת טראמפ האחרונה שבה הייתי.
Trump always wears the red tie, but it represents the lock and the key.
Joe Biden has already been executed for treason.
You hide Trump and you put someone in his position that looks like Trump.
Who is this guy that I see on TV that is sitting at the Oval Office?
That's James Woods with a voice modulator on the roof of his mouth.
The problem is what the media does is that they want to go ahead and take that you just described, and all of a sudden, every single MAGA supporter is like that this is the movement, that it's a bunch of crazy people. And they're wrong. Just because some people believe that, that's
they
not
are being embraced by Trump. They are sitting in the second row. They have a special line to go first to the event. They are part of the mechanism.
Look, these are people, the reason there's an attraction to Trump is because Trump is different. Trump is a renegade. Trump is a free thinker. And so the conspiracy theorists that you call them, who think that they may be further out there than Trump, but it's the same, not DNA, it's the same ability to think for themselves.
ואכן פגשנו כאלה.
As far as what's real and what's fake, you can trust, you better just use your God-given intellect.
The media caused a lot of the problem in America. They don't tell the truth.
You don't know who to trust anymore. But I still go back to just common sense.
So where do you take your information from?
I mean, I get it from the right side.
They want to take a couple of guys that think whatever you said, I hadn't even heard that, the James Wood is, I don't even know what you're talking about. But anyhow, that, and all of a sudden, everybody thinks that, oh, you go to a Trump rally, so therefore it's a MAGA thing. And now all MAGA people are conspiracy theorists. Hey, this just in. No, they're not.
It's not the media, they are there.
You might have seen them. I'm not saying you didn't see them.
And I talk to them.
Yes, I'm not saying they're not real. They're real. They're real. But they're not worth doing a whole story about.
Please welcome to the stage, Mike Lindell.
Mike Lindell, being cheered there with all kind of conspiracy theories.
Donald Trump's, he won the 2020 election, and he will be back before 2024.
So before the midterm election, your prediction is that Donald Trump will be back at the White House?
My position is, before the midterms, we got to get this out and get our real president in.
Yeah, but what does this have to do with Trump, is what I'm not following.
He is a main speaker on the stage before Trump.
Right.
He's like the warmer of Trump.
Well, I'm not really sure how to explain it, other than to kind of, I was going to go back and explain some stuff that I've already said, but let me take it a different way. Let me move on.
לברודי לא הייתה על כך באמת תשובה.
A friend of mine, Mike Lindell of My Pillow. My Pillow guy. I love Mike.
It's all an attempt to smear MAGA. That's what it is.
Why is it an attempt?
Because
they are part of MAGA.
They are 0.00001% of MAGA.
I didn't have the tools to measure. And both of us didn't measure it.
I don't want to get into Israeli politics, but is the Likud, like all the Likud members feel the same way about everything?
וושינגטון שלאחר 6 בינואר היא לא אותה עיר. לקראת החלטת בית המשפט העליון בימים הקרובים בעניין ההפלות, בית המשפט העליון הפך כבר ליעד מבוצר, מחשש שהמפגינים הרבים יבואו לכאן ויתפרעו. ראו את הגדרות האלה שכבר הוקמו. אם לא יהיו שינויים של הרגע האחרון, בית המשפט העליון צפוי לשנות את הפסיקה הקודמת בעניין חופש של נשים להפיל.
No business as usual until we have our rights!
How is the conservative movement see the fact that a young girl that has been raped, even sometimes in her own family, probably according to some states, wouldn't be able to have an abortion?
Well, I can answer that question, but I'm going to pass on that question. I'm a political analyst. I shouldn't have to get way into that.
גם על הפלות הוא מעדיף שלא לענות. בנובמבר הקרוב יתקיימו כאן בחירות האמצע. זאת תהיה הזדמנות לציבור האמריקני לומר מה הוא חושב על תפקודו של הנשיא ביידן אחרי 2 שנות כהונה. על פי כל התחזיות, המפלגה הדמוקרטית עומדת לאבד את הרוב שיש לה כרגע בקונגרס, מה שיהפוך את הנשיא ביידן לברווז צולע בשתי השנים שעוד נותרו לו בבית הלבן. ומה באשר לבחירות לנשיאות ב-2024?
In 2024, most importantly, we are going to take back our great and beautiful White House. We're going to take it.
Is he going to run?
Yeah, I think he's going to run. I don't think there's a question about it.
If it's not Donald Trump, Trumpism as a future? Or you have to have Trump in order to have Trumpism?
I think it's unknown. I think the easy answer to give you is that without Trump, there is no Trumpism. I'm not entirely convinced of that. I think Trump has changed the party, and here's the part that we don't know, for good or for the foreseeable future. We don't know that part. If I had to guess, I think he's changed it for good.
בפרק הבא.
We have handguns, we have rifles, we have semi-automatics.
We shoot them all the time.
כך הפך המקה של תומכי הנשק למקדש של תומכי טראמפ.
The guns didn't kill anybody, the crazy people did.
גיל תמרי, וושינגטון.